What's up everybody, OJ here. Welcome back to another video, and this is something that I've wanted to do for quite some time. And if you watch my live streams, you know that I show off my GameCube collection quite a bit, but I haven't shown off everything. So I have a few secret GameCube games that we're going to be talking about here in just a bit, because I'm a huge fan of the GameCube, and if you've looked at prices online, goodness gracious, they are going up. So now is the time, before it gets worse, to start collecting GameCube games and making sure that you have the right equipment and the right stuff to play GameCube games. So making sure that you get the right model with the dual stuff here in the back, the dual inputs, so you can use this GCHD to play them on your nifty little HD monitors and stuff is very important. I made the mistake of buying one that didn't have it, so my users actually had to kind of steer me in the right direction to get the right GameCube to play it on an HD TV. Now, of course, there's other adapters that you can use outside of this that will be fine with the other model of GameCubes, but you know, if you kind of want the best when it comes to it, these are very good. And speaking of the best in terms of playing GameCube games, I've actually found it quite a bit convenient for me to actually be able to play my GameCube games with the GCHD on a portable monitor. And I want to give a big shout out and love to the sponsor of this video, Lapal, with their new monitors that actually work extremely well with GameCube and the GCHD, or if you have an HDMI connection. Now, the new model Lapal monitor that I have here for you guys actually has a host of new enhancements over the previous model that I've shown off before, or ones that you've seen online. With this portable monitor, you're going to get embedded quantum dot enhancement film, high color gamut improving by 60%, brightness increasing by 20 CD/M2, and more vivid and colorful pictures. It is a great monitor. It looks great with my GameCube collection here, and great with other stuff too. I actually use it for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate when I'm getting a little bit of practice in the living room or in other rooms of my house. Or even if you're going to travel to somebody else's place, a portable monitor definitely makes sense, and one that's also affordable as well. So check out the link in the description below if you want to get your hands on your own Lapal portable monitor. Now, getting back to the business at hand here, guys, and that is the GameCube and my collection. I've got a number of games to show off here, so we're gonna go in rapid pace here so this video doesn't take way too long, and it's not going to be in any order from like rarest to most least rare, because I didn't put it in that beforehand, but I wanted to show off all the games that I do have, because a lot of you guys ask me about my GameCube collection and what's in there and how many games I have. I think I have like around maybe like 20 something games or so. So like, this is something that I really wanted to do for a while now. So let's go ahead and get into it. You guys all know, or if you don't know, I'm a huge Naruto fan, so I have to go out there and buy the best Naruto fighting games of all time, and that is Naruto Shippuden, the Clash of Ninja series. We have 1 and 2. These are both really good games, and they're cheap, so you guys can still get these for good prices. So there's that. We also have some Mario parties. We have multiple Mario parties that we're going to show, but we got Mario Party 4 here. You guys can let me know in the chat what's your favorite Mario Party. So we got Mario Party 4. We've got Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2. Very good game, very rare game on the GameCube as well. This was amazing back in the day. It has split screen 4-player co-op. Wow, crazy. Some games, modern games today, don't even do that. Next up, we've got Toadstool's Tour. Not bad at all. Really cool. One of the best, if not the best, Mario golfing game. So really love Toadstool's Tour. And also a classic, obviously, Super Smash Bros. Melee. How can you go wrong with this? With the whole Slippy and everything. I mean, people are playing Melee now more than ever. So pretty cool there. We've got some Monolith Soft Love Old School Baten Kaitos Origins. This is the one, the prequel before the Baten Kaitos, which we do have that, which we'll talk about in just a bit. Next up, it's the game that everybody wants Nintendo to go back to with Paper Mario franchise. Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Very good game. Getting very rare for that game too. A classic, obviously, Metroid Prime. Very good as well. We're going to move over just a couple. Mario Kart Double Dash. The prices of this are increasing just a bit too, so you might want to snag this one if you can get it under $100. Next up, WarioWare Mega Party Games. We haven't seen a WarioWare game in a while. I think since like, what, the Wii U? So this one is known to be one of the better ones out there, because there's ones on handhelds too, like GBA and stuff. So pretty good there. We're going to move over for this one. Too. So I want to talk about a couple of these games here, because Factor 5 was recently back in the news. And bam, we got some Factor 5, some of their greatest titles right here with the Rogue Squadron games, the Star Wars games. These were really good. 60 frames per second, progressive scan, looked great on the GameCube. So maybe one of these days, Factor 5 goes back to these right here. We'll get some like remasters or something like that. Next up, we got some pretty cool games here, guys. We've got Soul Calibur 2. Many people feel this was the best version on the GameCube because you can use Link in there, which is an exclusive character. Each game or each system got their own exclusive characters. Next up, Super Monkey Ball 2, which some people say best Monkey Ball game, even though there's been multiple ones. Best Monkey Ball game, Super Monkey Ball 2. After that, we have Capcom vs. SNK 2. I used to play this game all the time back on the PlayStation 2 and the GameCube a little bit as well. Next up is a game that I really want to come back, and that is Beautiful Joe. This is Hideki Kamiya, one of his best games of all time. Beautiful Joe, very good 2D beat-em-up side-scroller. Still one of the better ones out there. Considering the history that we have of 2D beat-em-ups, this one ranks to me really high. All right, now we were talking about Baten Kaitos earlier. We got another one. Bam! Baten Kaitos, the original. Eternal Wings and the Lost Ocean. Gotta make sure that we say that correctly. This needs to come back. It's a card battling strategy RPG. No. Card battling RPG, not strategy. I mean, there's strategic elements to it, but it's not like Fire Emblem or anything like that. It's a turn-based card battling RPG where you see your characters and you use like the cards. It's pretty cool. So love to see that come back. Classic Wind Waker. Obviously, people want to see Wind Waker HD come back. Okay, here's the Mario parties, guys. I told you guys I have more Mario parties. So we got Mario Party 5 and we've got Mario Party 6. All of those games, 4, 5, and 6, are getting pretty rare and they're expensive online. I think they're all like $100 plus or near there. So pick up your favorite one. It's just so divisive though, like when it comes to who or what people think is the best one, 4, 5, or 6. So you guys let me know in the chat which one is the best one for people to pick up. Now this game recently came out and had some omissions that were kind of puzzling, but Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. I have the original on the GameCube, which still has the local multiplayer intact, although you need the link cables and the GBA and stuff like that, but it's still really good. It's still really good on the GameCube, so if you don't fancy the new one, you can always go with the old school one, but there's no online play, so keep that in mind. All right, next up, we've got some really cool games here, guys. I saved some of the best for last, Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. This is the game that I would say Konami hates because it's like Kojima, the introduction, and anytime that you play that, they will copyright strike you, or not strike, copyright claim you, and if you put up that Kojima, you know, Hideo Kojima game. So yeah, I love this one. It's really good. That's my favorite Metal Gear, would be that one right there. And Metal Gear Solid 4 is really good as well. All right, next up, we get into the nitty gritty here. We got some Zelda Collection games. This is what made, I think some people think the GameCube as one of the better or best Nintendo system of all time, because you can play so much Legend of Zelda on it. I mean, you have Legend of Zelda, you have the 2-game bonus disc. This comes with the Master Quest from Ocarina of Time, and it comes with the original game, which this is pretty cool. So it's a double pack in there. Plus it comes with a bunch of demos. F-Zero, 1080p Avalanche, Wind Waker, Wario World, Metroid Prime, and Legend of Zelda 4 Swords. So this was quite the thing back in the day. Then you also have this one right here, the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition, and the box arts are bland on these, but at the same time, they're really cool. You have 4 classic Zelda games in here. You have the Legend of Zelda, the original, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda 2, or just Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. Then you also have the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Plus, it includes a playable demo for the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. So before the whole digital distribution, this is kind of how we got our demos and stuff like that. So this was also very cool for people back in the day. Now, I have a couple other games here that are pretty rare and they're just shooting up in price here, guys. And that is Pokemon Colosseum. We have the bonus disc and it includes the Jirachi, but I don't think you can get that anymore. But it has a Pokemon Colosseum preview, a new movie sneak peek. You can add Jirachi to your Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire collection, as you guys can see right there. It's pretty cool. Not a lot of these around, so this one's kind of getting up there in price. And so is Pokemon Colosseum by itself. This is one of the better Pokemon games that people played back in the day, but they didn't know how good it was until much later, and it's become kind of rare out there. Definitely $100 plus for this one here online. Now, the last 2 games are 2 of my favorite games of all time, and that is Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Fantastic Fire Emblem game that needs to be remade as Fire Emblem Echoes Path of Radiance, or whatever they want to call it. And then also Skies of Arcadia Legends. This was a re-release of the Dreamcast game with added extra content, which was really good. It had some quality of life improvements. It was fantastic. So I would really like to see like Skies of Arcadia come back in some way, shape, or form. I think it's an excellent RPG, and of course, you know, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, two really good RPGs on the GameCube, because, you know, the N64 was kind of lacking amazing RPGs. So to get these type of games, along with other RPGs like Pokemon Coliseum and stuff on the GameCube, was really big for Nintendo back then. So that's pretty much my GameCube collection, guys. I'm going to be adding more games in. Those are all my secret games and stuff that maybe you didn't know that I had on this system here. Skies of Arcadia was one of the newer ones that was included in there. So what do you guys think about the GameCube, and how are your collections going? It doesn't have to be GameCube. We can talk about PlayStation 2, we can talk about PS3, we can talk about the NES, we can talk about the Sega Saturn. I mean, collections of any types of old school physical media is always something that I like to talk about. So let me know how your collections are going in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Check out the links in the description. We've got Twitter. Go and give us a follow on there. Stay up to date on all latest gaming news and information. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you for the next one. Peace.